For centuries, the story we told ourselves about the ancient Maya was one of isolated, magnificent city-states, like Tikal and Chichen Itza, swallowed by an unforgiving jungle. We pictured a civilization that rose and mysteriously fell, its grand monuments the last testament to a lost world. But what if that story was wrong? What if the jungle wasn't a tomb, but a veil? And what if we finally found a way to see through it? Imagine a single pulse of light, a laser beam fired from a plane, striking the dense canopy of the Guatemalan jungle. But this isn't just light, it's LiDAR, a technology that can digitally peel back the layers of time. As this pulse hits, the foliage dissolves, becoming a transparent digital wireframe, and beneath it, a revelation, an immense geometric city emerges from the earth, not in stone, but in glowing, structured light. Pyramids, sprawling causeways, and agricultural terraces connect in a stunning neon blue grid. It's half ancient jungle, half futuristic architecture, a digital resurrection of a world we never knew existed. Now, let's zoom out. Picture a god's eye view of the vast Petén Basin, a sea of green stretching to the horizon. Superimposed over this landscape is the complete LiDAR scan, glowing in brilliant ivory and gold. This isn't just one city. It's a map that changes everything. 60,000 individual structures, houses, defensive walls, and pyramids all connected. Roads spread out like the neural networks of a brain. Entire cities are linked by highways. It looks less like a scattered collection of ruins and more like the circuit board of a sprawling, advanced civilization. The scale is breathtaking. This wasn't a handful of kingdoms. It was a megalopolis, a contiguous kingdom of stunning complexity. This digital map doesn't just show empty buildings, it tells a human story of unimaginable scale. Previous estimates put the Maya population at a few million tops. But this new evidence suggests a civilization of 10, maybe even 15 million souls. How do we even begin to comprehend that number? Let's picture a vast Maya causeway, as wide and engineered as a Roman road, cutting through the jungle. Now fill it with people, thousands of translucent glowing figures, merchants carrying goods, farmers heading to their fields, nobles in grand processions, children playing, a ghostly stream of daily life. Now imagine a modern archaeologist stepping onto that same path. Their boot disturbs the leaves on the ground, right where a spectral Maya foot just stood. It's a haunting, majestic vision that connects our world directly to theirs, a bridge across 1,000 years of silence. The sheer density of this civilization forces us to rethink everything. Forget the image of a few famous pyramids poking through the trees. Imagine an impossible perspective, from a high vantage point, looking out over a mist-shrouded jungle at dawn. As the sun rises, it catches the peaks of countless pyramids, their white stucco shining. They stretch to the horizon, an entire mountain range of human creation. Far in the distance, you can just make out the familiar shape of Tikal's temples. But from here, they look small, like foothills before the main range. It feels like discovering a new continent, a hidden world that dwarfs everything we thought we knew. This isn't just history, it's epic. And with this epic scale comes the ultimate mystery. Why did they leave? With 15 million people, a society this advanced doesn't just vanish. What could have happened? Let's travel to the central plaza of one of these newly discovered megacities. A crowd of Maya figures, rendered not in light but in ash-grey stone, stands frozen, looking towards the sky. Above them, a celestial event unfolds, brilliant green comet streaks across the heavens. Or perhaps the sun has turned a bloody red. As they watch, the jungle reclaims its own. Thick vines and powerful roots are physically pulling their world back into the earth, cracking the plazas, toppling the steely itsy snapshot of the exact moment of abandonment, a deeply emotional and haunting scene of a world ending. But was it a collapse? Or was it something else entirely? Let's go inside a temple chamber sealed for a millennium, just now opened by archaeologists. The air is still, the preservation perfect. On one wall is an intricate mural, a sophisticated astronomical chart mapping the stars with incredible precision. On the floor, a modern laser scanner projects a hologram. It overlays the current night sky onto the ancient painting, and the alignment is perfect. The mural doesn't just depict the past, it predicts a rare present-day astrological anomaly. The discovery suggests the Maya weren't fleeing a disaster, they were following a plan. A calculated mass migration guided by the cosmos. The mystery deepens. They didn't collapse, they left. The most incredible part of this entire discovery is that what the LiDAR has shown us is still mostly hidden. An estimated 95% of these structures remain unexcavated, buried beneath the soil and roots. The jungle holds its secrets tightly. Imagine a gigantic ceiba tree, the sacred world tree of the Maya, dominating the landscape. Its massive root system glows, plunging deep into the earth, and we see that these roots have grown around an intact ivory-white palace, forming a natural cage. Inside, between the tangled roots, we can see priceless artifacts, jeweled masks, and intricate pottery floating in the dark. The treasure is right there, visible, but held captive by the living jungle. It's a perfect metaphor for the state of discovery today. We can see it, but we can't yet touch it. Let's get a ground-level view. We are in a narrow excavation trench. We see through the eyes of an archaeologist. Their hand carefully brushes dirt away from a stunning, carved jade mask. A thrilling find. But then the camera pulls back, moving through the soil itself in a magical X-ray shot. We see that this single mask is just one small part of a colossal king's tomb, a complex that extends hundreds of meters in every direction. An entire subterranean world of chambers and passages, 99% of it still buried. The potential for discovery isn't just vast, it's almost infinite. Each new trench could reveal another wonder. So, what does all of this mean for history? It's nothing short of an earthquake. Let's put it in perspective. Imagine a split screen. On the left, we see a bustling, detailed medieval European city, let's say Paris, around 1300 AD, with its crowded streets and Gothic cathedrals. On the right, we see one of these Maya cities at its absolute peak. It's equally vast, equally dense, and in many ways more sophisticated, with its advanced water management and astronomical observatories. A text overlay appears. Population approximately 15 million. This single comparison shatters centuries of Eurocentric historical narratives. At a time when Europe was just emerging from the Dark Ages, a civilization of comparable size and complexity was thriving in the Americas. This discovery doesn't just add a new chapter to our history books. It forces us to tear out the old pages and start again. A hand reaches out and grips the page dedicated to the Maya, but as the page is ripped from the book, the paper itself transforms. It becomes living jungle canopy, and from it, the glowing white pyramids of these newly found cities erupt, bursting through the text, breaking the book's binding. This is the power of what we've found. Its knowledge being physically and metaphorically rewritten before our very eyes. The ancient Maya were not a lost civilization. They were a hidden one, and we are just beginning to say hello. Thank you so much for watching. This story is still unfolding, and every new scan and excavation promises to reveal even more. If you were as amazed by this as we are, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. We'll see you next time.